Yo, what up, homies? It's your boy, Hash Info. Hey Google, tell me why the. Hey Google, hey Google, tell me why all the news agencies in USA are covering up for Epstein.
The idea that all news agencies in the USA are covering up for Jeffrey Epstein is a strong claim that is not supported by the overall media landscape.
That's a lie. Hey Google, why have the Epstein files not been released to the public? Why is the media hiding the truth?
While some documents related to Jeffrey Epstein have been released, particularly through court proceedings and Freedom of Information Act FOIA requests, a complete and unredacted release of all Epstein files has not occurred. Here are the primary reasons cited for this. Protection of victims. A significant reason
That's
for
a lie.
redactions and sealed documents is to...
That's a lie. It's not to protect the victims, it's to protect the perpetrators. The victims have already they've been damaged. We're not going to be naming the victims. We want to name the perpetrators who molested underage children on Epstein Island, who may be in politics in Hollywood and in social media. Hey Google, were there any famous politicians involved with Jeffrey Epstein's island of pedophilia?
Yes, court documents and reporting have revealed that several...
Oh, so everything the AI said before that was created so that you guys wouldn't really understand. But when you ask the right questions, let's listen to what he says that they haven't done, that they are at fault for, and they know, but we can't hear. Let's hear.
Prominent politicians were associated with Jeffrey Epstein, some of whom visited his properties.
Holy shit. They visited fucking Epstein Island? And Jeffrey Epstein is a known pedophile since the mid-90s.
Including his private island, Little Street. James, it's important to note that the inclusion of a name on flight logs or contact lists does not automatically imply involvement in...
That's a lie. Anyone who is good would not fly on a Jeffrey Epstein plane. Period.
Epstein's criminal activities. However, the associations themselves have drawn significant scrutiny due to the nature of Epstein's crimes. Some of the famous politicians who have been linked to Jeffrey Epstein include Bill Clinton, the former U.S. president's name.
Holy shit! Bill Clinton is linked to Jeffrey Epstein? Holy fuck! I wonder how rich Bill Clinton is.
Name appeared on flight logs for Epstein's private jet. While he is denied...
I wonder if Bill Clinton knows any Secret Service agents that might be in cahoots with him and maybe doing backdoor deals on Bitcoin and shit like that. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for subscribing, homie.
Knowledge of Epstein's terrible crimes and stated he has had no contact with him for nearly 20 years, his trips on the jet have been widely reported. Donald Trump, the former U.S. president, was also acquainted with Epstein, and his name appeared on contact lists. He is...
Yeah, Donald Trump had Jeffrey Epstein over to Mar-a-Lago Island there in Florida, and Donald Trump kicked Jeffrey Epstein's ass out of Mar-a-Lago. But they don't mention that.
Reportedly distanced himself from Epstein after an incident in 2007. Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, a member of the British royal family, was a close friend of Epstein.
Wait, what the fuck did you just say? A British royal prince? Prince Andrew was best friends with a pedophile? A known pedophile? Since the 1990s? Wait, what? I wonder if that had anything to do with why the Queen kicked Prince Andrew out of the fucking royal family.
And has been directly accused of sexual misconduct in relation to Epstein's network, which he has repeatedly denied. He settled a lawsuit with one of Epstein's accusers.
Wait, so he denied it, but he settled the lawsuit so she wouldn't smear him in the public media anymore. So the smearing stopped because she got money. Does this make sense to you guys? Would you be mad if I said that I like Trump? No, I love Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump is a boss.
Alan Dershowitz, A prominent lawyer was part of Epstein's defense team.
And I'd be a bitch streamer if I took offense to you liking somebody. You know what I mean? Now, if you said you like Jeffrey Epstein or Bill Clinton, that would make me have a different view of you. You know what I mean? Especially after what the bot just told you about Epstein and Bill Clinton, right?
And has also been accused of being involved in some of the activities which he denies. Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo.
What? A former New York governor? A New York governor. So do you know where Epstein's fucking big mansion was in New York? Just right over the fucking bridge from Cuomo's house.
His name appeared on contact lists. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., his mother, Ethel Kennedy, was on a contact list. John Kerry, the former Secretary of State, was on a contact list. Late Senator Ted Kennedy, his name also appeared on a contact list. Bill Richardson, the former governor of New Mexico, was among those included in the Jeffrey Epstein list from court documents. The release of court documents and flight logs has revealed the extensive network of high-profile individuals, including politicians, celebrities, and business leaders, that Epstein cultivated.
Epstein cultivated. Epstein pumped up through marketing campaigns to influence you guys with Hollywood actors. Do you get what I just said? It said it. He cultivated. That means he created them from nothing. But there's Muppets who, as soon as they see someone with 1,000 people in their chat, they're subscribing and they're going out and buying a new t-shirt that says Mr. Yeast Infection on it. You know what I mean? Hey Google, tell me why Jeffrey... Hey Google. Hey Google. No, they don't see. Now they're watching this. Hey Google, tell me why Epstein wasn't really treated poorly in North America by judges and police.
Jeffrey Epstein received what is widely considered lenient treatment by parts of the North American...
What the fuck? Jeffrey Epstein received what is widely considered lenient treatment by parts of the North American legal system. This means not only is the media failing us, but the police and the judges are in on the take too. This is what this means. If your children are going missing and getting raped and there's no one getting caught, who the fuck do you think is in on it?
American legal system, particularly in the early stages of his legal troubles. This leniency has been attributed to several factors: plea deals and non-prosecution agreements. In 2008...
How are we giving a fucking plea deal to a fucking serial pedophile? How? Who the fuck, what judge is allowed to give a plea deal to a pedophile who sells kids to royals in other countries?
Epstein entered into a highly controversial non-prosecution agreement, NPA, with federal prosecutors.
He entered into an agreement of... You gotta read this to believe this. He entered into a highly controversial non-prosecution agreement, an NPA. You'll never hear of an NPA because you don't have fucking cops and pigs and judges underneath your belt with pictures of cops banging underage kids. That's how this guy got away with all of this. You don't understand what I know.
In the Southern District of Florida. This deal allowed him to avoid more severe federal charges, including sex trafficking, in exchange for pleading...
This guy sold children to rich men around the world, and he did not face one fucking day in jail. It just said right here, sex trafficking.
Guilty to state charges of procuring a minor for prostitution and solicitation.
He fucking sold a minor, a young girl, to be a prostitute for old men.
Prostitution. Under this agreement, he served only 13 months in a county jail with extensive work release, allowing him to commute to an office 6 days a week. He was also required to register as a sex offender. This deal was heavily criticized for being too lenient, especially given the seriousness and scope of the allegations against him involving dozens of minor girls. Critics argue that it effectively shielded him and his associates from more extensive federal prosecution.
Do you want to know who his associates are? They're politicians and billionaire businessmen. These are corporate business moguls who buy and fuck underage girls. And this guy is allowed to do it in your countries. How does that make you feel?
Lack of victim consultation. A significant point of contention was the failure of prosecutors to inform and consult with Epstein's victims about the plea deal, a violation of the Federal Crime Victims' Rights Act. Victims and their attorneys later successfully challenged this aspect of the agreement. Influence and connections. Epstein was a wealthy financier with a vast social circle that included prominent politicians, powerful individuals, and even royalty. There has been speculation that his connections and wealth played a role in the favorable treatment he received. Former U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta, who brokered the 2008 plea deal, faced significant criticism and eventually resigned from his position as Secretary of Labor due to his handling of the case. While a Justice Department investigation found his judgment to be poor, it concluded his actions did not constitute misconduct. Flawed investigations and prosecutorial decisions. Investigations into the handling of Epstein's case, particularly in Florida, revealed severe flaws. For example, reports indicated that prosecutors failed to interview victims, and that the grand jury process seemed to focus more on prosecuting the victims than on exposing Epstein's full criminal activity. Immunity provisions. The 2008 non-prosecution agreement also controversially granted blanket immunity to a nameless and numberless group of people who aided Epstein in his...
Oh, blanketed immunity. If you guys want to continue on working with fucking judges in America that fucking set up laws to fucking hurt and hinder your families, to fee and charge your families for these pathetic fucking things that these businessmen have NPAs over NPAs over NPAs. They're getting away with everything. While our fucking parents, our families, us, have to go to jail for fucking, a speeding ticket we don't pay on time. These motherfuckers sell children to fucking old men and don't spend a day in jail. And you're not fucking mad?
Crimes, further limiting the scope of potential prosecutions. While Epstein was eventually arrested on new federal sex trafficking charges in 2019 and denied bail, his death by suicide in jail before his trial effectively ended the criminal case against him. However,
so all they had to do to end all the talk and to stop everything from going forward was off Epstein, and because he's dead, all the evidence on all 100,000 of those dirty old men around the world, 100,000 dirty old men, rich, powerful, dirty old men, that disappears? All the illegal are we fucking serious? Who arrested Epstein? Was it the FBI or the CIA? Who is really fucking cheating us out of fucking having a fair case here? Hey Google, which dumb fuck shit agency arrested Epstein?
Jeffrey Epstein was arrested multiple times by different agencies over the years. In 2006, he was arrested by the Palm Beach Police Department on a single charge of soliciting prostitution, following an investigation that the FBI also became involved in.
Who? The FBI then became involved in the West Palm Beaches. So the West Palm Beach Police Department, they caught him. They caught him being a fucking diddler, didn't they? And they started fucking investigating him. Who comes right in, rushing in? Oh no, we're fucking taking over the case. This is now our case. You guys don't get any of the information. Phoebe. You heard it. He said Phoebe. Now listen.
In 2019, he was arrested by federal agents in New York on new sex trafficking charges. This arrest was the result of an investigation by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI.
Phoebe. Okay? Now listen. That was 2019. 6.5 fucking years ago. 6.5 years of fucking go. And those motherfuckers haven't arrested one old man in 6.5 years. They have video footage, they have pictures of old men in beds with children, and they won't arrest anybody. We're going to have to revamp these agencies, shut them down overnight, take away everything they've ever thought they had. They must lose all power overnight now. This is what JFK was screaming from the top of his lungs. These fucking agencies are corrupt. They've been corrupted probably since day one. And there's a back door, just like there's a back door in any app you have that is corrupt. It's a corrupted app. All apps are corrupted. They have back doors. When you create a corrupt app, which they are all corrupt, the developer, the creator of that application, so the creator of the law or the laws that govern that agency, have been put in place from day one for the purposes of getting themselves out the back door, right? So there's a playbook. There is a fucking playbook that most of you will never get to read. And this playbook states what happens when an elite, a very high profile figure that is on board playing their game, he's on board with them. This is how they get him out. Now, Epstein, you can either say Epstein died or he didn't. If he didn't, then they snuck him out a tunnel and Epstein is back on the island raping children again, right? Or they offed Epstein so that what the bot said earlier, so that the whole fucking case was closed and all 100,000 of them dirty, sick old politician men can never be caught and go to jail. All 100,000 of them dirty fucking royals from around the world can never be put in a cage. Remember that, folks. Remember, there's a lot of fucked up people in this world, and they are at the top of every fucking agency you can imagine. That's how this world is not perfect. Because if everybody at the top was so good and beautiful, do you think we'd have starving people in every city around the world? Do you think so? If your country's main goal is destruction and takeover of another country or of all countries, you must leave that land and do not stand for that flag. That flag is a devilish flag. War is wrong. War and the industrial military complex, they rule the world along with the corporate world, okay? You can't have one without the other. And they are connected. The people at the very top of majority of companies around the world, they received their checks. They made it there by doing pure evil. The majority of companies around the world. Remember that. Either they sold off or sold out your nation's people. Let's say you live in Iceland. Let's say there's a corporation there that does telecommunications and they outsource every job in Iceland. Every person in Iceland had a job at that telecommunications company. But now that telecommunications company wants to sell off it's going to outsource all the jobs, so you guys won't have a job. You won't even be able to understand the people that you speak to that you have a problem with your bills going up. They're not even going to speak your dialect. What do you think happens in a country when you sell off the people? Do you think the people should have a right to throw your business out of their country? Quickly say yes. Any corporation that wants to act in this devilish manner, the CEO and president must be jailed immediately. Jailed. Because they're in the country that they tried to fuck over, right? Then those people get to throw fucking rotten tomatoes at you until the end of time. Until the end of time. You watch how many fucking corporations overnight will back off. You watch. You watch the companies around the world getting out of business because they can't do their corruption anymore. It doesn't work. Everyone's catching up. Wait, you're actually voting to outsource all the fucking Icelanders' jobs? And you live in Iceland? Jail. You know, I've got something on every news agency in Canada. So I challenge you 6 scum news agencies in Canada. Come at me, you scum fucks. Come at me. I will show each one of you exactly what it means to be the fucking alpha Viking. Pusses. The most evil people on this planet touch kids. Remember that. The most evil people on the planet cover up for people who touch kids. Fucking remember that. Trust me when I say, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you real good. Someone's a hottie, eh? Remember, folks, you cannot be me. Stop trying, okay? I love you all very much, but there's a lot of people in this world scuzzy as fuck, covering up for social media, and also inflating the wrong people on social media. Don't you let me catch you inflating the wrong ones. You'll never be welcome here again. Never. You inflate only the greatest channel in the world. This motherfucker right here. There's a lot of pusses out there. Don't fucking be one of them, you hear me? Now it's time to enjoy some beautiful purple. You know what I'm saying? Oh, buddy hit the nail right on the head with that one. Oh. I couldn't have said it any better myself, Tommy D. Those guys took out JFK, eh? And trust me, you hurt my heart, you scum suckers. You hurt my heart. Now I'm coming for y'all. I ain't gonna be nowhere near as nice as JFK was. I'm gonna tell you all straight up. You see someone in the corporate sector and they're evil, you call cops and you can rat them out as fast as you can. You rat out the corporate sector as fast as you can. The only rats I like are the ones ratting out pedos and corporate scumfuckers. There's a lot of money in ratting out corporate scumfuckers. Just let me tell you straight up. I know how to get these guys, and I know what you guys like. You guys like cash? For every one of you that rats out a corporate scumfucker, I'll give you $1,000 bill. Cherries, baby. Fucking cherries, baby. I'm telling you straight up. $1,000 bill. Every fucking person that gets a fucking charge on a corporate elite, $1,000 bill comes your way faster than fuck. The richer I get, the more zeros fall behind that fucking 1,000. Turn into 10K, turn into 100K. You get any royals? $1 million. You are able to fucking put some royals in jail for pedophilia? I'll get you $1 million fucking cash drop instantaneously upon their arrest. Instantaneously. I'm gonna start putting cash rewards out for fucking corporate peds every day. Big time money. And you'll see. The same fucking initiatives that they pull, I'll double it. I'll triple it. I'll 10 times it. Plus, I'll have you on my show. Plus, the recognition of taking out these scumsuckers, chicks will want you, bro. Chicks will want you, okay? You want 99 33-year-old MILF virgins that they just were Bible camp study for 30 years? I will hook you up, bro. I'll find them chicks. They do exist. They are out there somewhere. There are 33-year-old virgins who are still in Bible camp right now somewhere in Iceland. Okay? I will ask them very nicely, Hey, would you like to meet my friend Tommy D? He's hung. Oh, I would love to meet our Tommy D! Let's go, Tommy. You know what I'm saying, buddy? Cheers, man. 100 blessings for you. Good karma for you forever, Tommy. For you, good karma forever, Tommy D. There's people out there that just don't give a fuck about others, Not this cowboy. Not this fucker. I care about cats. I care about lizards. I care about snakes. No, not the corporate elites and fucking politicians. Like garter snakes and cobras and diamondback rattlers. Care about snakes, bro. Albino fucking ball pythons. I care about snakes, bro. I love fucking bearded dragons, bro. Not bearded dick dragons. I love bearded dragons. But yeah. In this show, we love everybody. I do not love peds, and I do not love corporate bitches who are too corporate. If you're a corporate bitch and you're too corporate, fuck off. I can't stand you, If you don't go into the forest and you don't go hiking, we can never be friends, We can never be friends, If you don't fucking love the beach and love fucking sand and love fresh water and you if you have your name on any part of a lake, a river, a stream, we can never be friends, If you own all the land around a lake or a beach, we can never be friends. You know what I mean? If you have an area of private beach, we can never be friends, Never. So Taylor Swift, fuck you. We can't be friends. You absolute creeper. I know what you are, too. I know exactly what you are. You guys wouldn't even believe me if I told you. What, it's crazy, yo. There was a military person, and they were underground. And they found a fucking cloning chamber, you guys. And inside of there were celebrities. Fucking rappers, musicians. You know that movie, They Cloned Tyrell? You wouldn't even fucking believe me how real that shit is. Look what happened to Jamie Foxx. And then go watch the movie, They Cloned Tyrone or something. Go check it out. And go watch the Easter eggs inside of that show. So right after that, something happened to Jamie Foxx. Right after they released They Cloned Tyrone. Now, why do you think that is? Did they release an episode or a movie that was too close to home? Yes. Was it that one? Yes. Is it about cloning? Yes. People here on the island are buying out property and privatizing public beaches. Bloody cucks. They're foreigners too. Probably all fucking Tom Hanks and fucking any of the other ones on the list there. You know what I mean? See, if they privatize the beaches, then they can call the cops if you're on their property. You know what I mean? So they're trying to take away the ability for people to come around. You know what I mean? The elites have been doing it for a long time, though. They'll buy like all the land in Colorado. You know what I mean? And then they'll sell it off to peds in the area who are on the take. Right? Could be a judge. Could be a high up cop. Could be someone in Phoebe. Maybe Phoebe's getting free football NFL tickets to every game. You sound familiar right now? Yeah. Take a look at what's going on the internet, and then you can see that there's people who are not doing a good job of what they should be doing, but they watch a lot of football. You know what I mean? Total bitches. And then you look at people's upbringing. right? You look at their lifestyle, the way, where they lived in the world, who their parents were, if their parents were into arranged marriages, and you can quickly see fucking crazy shit happen. Now, I can't go into detail on that, but anyone with a pair of eyes would, and what I said 20 seconds before that about football and Phoebe and some of the other stuff, can you correlate data? Because it's all right there. Take a look at the head of Phoebe and then do what I said about correlating data and see if he cares about kids. See if he actually gives a flying fuck about children. Oh, you see what I did there, don't you? So you can see that we are living in a world designed for us to be in captivity, right? It's like we live in a zoo and we can't do anything without getting in trouble. You know what I mean? I don't want to fucking live like that. I don't want to live like that. Taking down the walls. Fucking A. Taking down the walls, bashing them fucking walls down with my huge Icelandic hammer. You know what I'm saying? Ladies. Huge. Huge. We do not fuck around over here. Let's just say that. I need some serious watch time on the show today. I'm really hoping we can get my watch time today. I really want to see it today and tomorrow. By Friday, I mean, what is it, Tuesday? So by Friday, I should be either at my watch time or way above it, right? Which is what I'm hoping for. I'm hopeful. I'm positive. I got good vibes going. So, I don't understand how I couldn't. We're just going to do this fucking tons of videos, lots of interacting, and get the watch time where it's supposed to be. And then all these narcs at YouTube can't fuck with me anymore, you know what I mean? There's too many narcs at YouTube they're down with pedos, and I don't like that. I don't like peds. I don't like Epstein. I want to be able to talk bad about Epstein because he's a ped. And if YouTube doesn't like me talking bad about Epstein, then they're trying to cover something up. And if they're trying to cover up the truth, then we got to get Doge on the phone and Trump on the phone and tell Trump that there's still peds working at YouTube high up. And we got to make sure something like whatever happened to Susan, we get that to do that again. Okay? So hopefully we can get some of them some more cancer at YouTube, right? And then things will be better for us here on the internet, right? And our children, right? But you guys don't really understand what goes on. They're going to say it was cancer. It fucking was not cancer, bro. And that's all I can tell you. You want to diss the Trump family for years and think there's no ramifications? Seriously? You want to cause the Trump family irreparable damage and think that there's not going to be any damage come back at you? The Trump family. You want to fuck with the Trump family. Holy, did you fuck with the wrong family, bud? I highly recommend nobody fuck with the Trump family, okay? Susan did. Where's Susan now? Hey? Where's Susan at? Where's she at? I told YouTube, I said, Susan in trouble. You have no idea what's going on right now, Google and YouTube's. Susan in big trouble. And the last thing you ever heard was Susan saying sorry to everybody. She made mistakes with the platform. That's what I'm talking about, Tommy. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make it up. People in the Philippines who are working there think they're safe. They think they're not able to be caught when they do their illegal activity there. Holy fuck, are you going to have fucking a very rude awakening tomorrow. Google Philippines is highly, highly corrupt. I've known that for about 3-4 years, but watch and see. Right away, watch and see. I had a Google mod from the Philippines take over my channel years ago. All YouTube and Google would give me was her email address, and she works for them. They lied and said that all they have on file for her is an email. No, they pay her and they don't even have her full name. I'm like, okay, so they obviously offed her, and because well, the thing that happens next is subpoena to court of law, where you have forced to tell the truth, and if you don't, well, what do you think happens? So they offed her. But what do you think? Like, what do you think happens when you get caught doing what you're not supposed to be doing in a Black Ops project? And don't think like, you guys gotta understand something. People who are spies are spies in real estate. They're spies in tech industries. Telecommunications is a great one for spies. Real estate is probably the best one for spies. And what do you think happens though after you're found out? After people are like, well, you're telling like you've been caught spying, but you say you're a real estate agent. You know what I mean? And then you're in a different country, and now all of a sudden you're in another country and they recognize you're a spy. Do you know what that means? You go missing, bro. You don't come back out of that country, bro. You had an accident at the hotel room. Somehow you fell off the balcony. Holy fuck. And it's considered an accident. Like, it's instantly ruled accidente. Like, do you have a clue how this world works? Spies are some of the fucking shadiest fucking people on the planet. Spies are the ones who are they're doing the meddling for a corporate business owner. That's what a spy is. Now, I've had the displeasure of meeting a lot of you spies over the years. A lot of you. Very low IQ spies. And I think you're hilarious. Hilarious, bud. Oh. I would never join a gang. I would never join a secret agency. I would never become a spy for any country. I am a free man with morals. Just like JFK. I hope you can say the same. I strongly hope all of you viewers, all of you listeners around the world can say the same thing. Fucking spies with fat bellies must be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. If you're a spy and you have a fucking spare tire around your waist, bro, 50-inch waist, and you're a spy, holy fuck, are you a sad sack. At least get a spy that's playing hockey or something, you know? NHL hockey, you know what I mean? Get a spy that's in AC/DC or... Oh, wait, that already is happening? What? Yeah, so I mean, there's spies all over the world. There's golf spies. There's NHL hockey player spies. There's fucking lead singers of bands. There's all kinds of spies, right? The military-industrial complex, as well as the corporate military-industrial complex. Okay, so there's a corporate side, and then there's the side of the army, we'll say, right? But there is a corporate military-industrial complex. And they do work with universities on AI dogs and security drones and shit like that, right? Those things are put in place so that they can have far worse than a police state. They want a roboticized corporate industrial military complex state. You understand what I just said there? They want something so brutal, they fucking have your anus on lockdown. You can't shit unless you pay $20 tax, bro. That's the future if you allow it. You know what I mean? Are you better than them? Are you going to recognize their plan before they initiate the final stages? What's good, homies? A lot of you won't. A lot of you will just accept and fall right into place. This dude ain't getting no mark of the beast. Never. Never. I told my AdSense agent to get fled because they don't support freedom. Fucking A, bro. Fucking A. Anyone that doesn't support freedom can fuck right off. Forever. Forever. Tell you straight up, there's so many fucking forms of corruption in this world right now. If you don't lay your foot down hard, fast, and heavy, we're in trouble. But if you lay your foot down hard, fast, and heavy, you're going to have somebody else in your area, in your neighborhood, see you, recognize this is a true fucking feeling. I've had these feelings this motherfucker's having. But nobody else would stand by my side. Fucking go stand by his side right now. Or her side right now. I find there's a lot more men who care than women. I think it's women are very scared. Women have been pushed around the majority of their life. But you should always have a strong woman should always stand beside or behind her man. Just to show support, right? That's fucking so rare in this world. So rare. To find a good woman that stands next to her man. It's so rare. Most of the time you'll see an old woman in politics standing next to her man and he just fucking fucked an 18-year-old girl. And he's 75. And she's like, I still love my husband. Well, it's because you're a total cuck. You know, that's why, Karen. You've been brainwashed. Did you take your things today? Every morning you got to take them. He's right on you about taking it, right? Probably in cahoots with the doctor. Like, you guys have no idea what happened to Biden and who Jill is. But she was his handler. Jill was Biden's handler. I can safely say 100%. Fauci and Jill are in cahoots, guys. You can Google it right now and see it. Any little group who associates with these big fucking big box ABC fucking corporations, they're all bitches. They're all solid bitches. Any news agency that spouts lies day in and day out, just get ready for the people to absolutely fucking banish you from their country. Right away, news agencies will be banished by the people of the land for telling lies. Not now, you didn't tell a lie today. You told lies in 2020. You told lies to the masses for profit. We're gonna fucking absolutely shut you down. You sick motherfuckers. You damaged families all over Canada with your lies. And you think I'm okay with that? You remember the story I told you? It took me over 10 fucking years to make sure I absolutely thumped out a dude? Let me tell you, I'll wait 20 years if I got it. Let me tell you. I got a story or two about what's my name. What's my name? How you doing, homies? So, when you know, guys. In them Epstein files, there's a news reporter. Man, she no longer with us. And she said on air, I've been able to read the names listed on the Epstein files. So there are news agencies all over North America, probably all over Europe, that have had these names for 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. I'll tell you straight up, there is massive corruption going on right now to cover up the facts, the truth about who the real devils and demons are right now on earth.